Hello and welcome back to Sitole's Take with me as your host, Tandoluhle Sitole. Today we'll be talking about being educated in the highly dreaded COVID-19 times. Let's jump in. COVID struck when I was in grade 11. The year before matric, and because I had lost the previous year in grade 10, I did half the year homeschooling, and then the other half I went back to school. I wanted to really make the most of my grade 11. So yeah, guys, I think I was even doing something sports related. I was really playing sports, but I was participating in something sports related. Education, marks wise, we were, those marks, those are the most beautiful marks I've ever gotten in high school, in every subject. It was lacking. The average was a distinction average. Grade 11 term 1 was the phrase ukuthi everything that goes high must come down. It really came down. It really came down because it was really high. It was a high wave. And I remember the week COVID happened. It was the week of my birthday food. I think it was my birthday, and I was turning 16. And then the next day, the weekend, I wanted to have a party, a small gathering celebration. Not necessarily a party, but next day we came to school to our first case of COVID, I think in South Africa. And I remember we were writing a maths lit test. We were in class, and I think because when in the morning I get sick, not sick, I have sinusitis. So in the morning, especially by our maths class, I get sinusitis, so I start sneezing, or I have a runny nose, and I think there were 2 other students in my class who were also not feeling well. So we were writing a test, and everything was so tense because everyone's guys, COVID is in South Africa, what's going on? It was it was so intense. And then and then they called up an assembly, so we all went to the hall, right? Let me tell you, everyone was panicking. People did not want to touch each other. People were everyone was shaking, guys. And I remember there was this guy, this boy who had a mask. I think he was wearing a mask. And then there's another one who also had a shirt over his nose. And we're all looking at him when's a nigelo? Little did we know, that would be the normal. Guys, we did not know. And then Kwatsiwa, I think it's going to be the last day of school, and then we have to go on team. In things being upside down, I guess, the new normal, things had to change, obviously. So we had to go home, lockdown, and as much as COVID, I feel COVID educationally switched up a lot of things. Okay, let me say for me personally, it switched up a lot of things, because guys, sometimes I feel I used to always have a spark for education. I like education. I had studying came easy, but now after COVID, I have to force myself. Angsafoni. I remember in COVID times, there were even times where because I think in English we had stuff due daily, or a thing we were reading. I'm okay, Tando, do this, do that. And it was my life was so occupied by school, and there was nothing else I was doing. 2020, baba. And in those times, I'm just okay, it's gonna be okay. Gonna go back to school. And then my marks started going down. And I was working so hard at the beginning of the year, and then it was I just came to a block. And I feel even still today, that block still affects me. I still don't have that much. I'm not as passionate as I was before COVID. It's COVID took away my passion because I'm in university now. But I feel like, I don't know, because that year I worked so hard. I was like, I was building, like, I was like, okay, I start off a new year. Let me do things the right way. Let me not flunk. And I had so much motivation, and now it got taken away like swish. Akusavumi ke even irrestoreke, yabo. But yeah, COVID. And then obviously I think a lot of people they started online, like I said. And online school. Some lessons were nice. You see, the lessons you did about the subject you didn't like, attending them online was okay, let me not say didn't like, you found difficult or challenging. For example, I like maths lit, I like accounting. Cool. If it's a physical lesson, I'm gonna go. Cool. I have to go. I don't have a choice. I'm scared of the two teachers. I'm really scared of my accounting teacher. Ha 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 ha. If you know, you know. But like when it was online, now I have a choice to just go in there and mute Teams and go on YouTube. I attended, even though I didn't focus. You see, about that window that you are given. Ha ha ha. Hey guys, you would slack. Ha. But education during the COVID times was just I think like a lot of us, just along the way, we lost our motivation. And like at one point I was like, I don't even want to do school anymore. God, and now I'm asking myself, Fuguti, in this COVID-19 world, ngizohlala ekhaya ngenzeni ngoba phela akiwa ndawo akusetshenzwa abantu bahleli emakhaya. So who do I think I am? Because like, what else can I do except my education? Even still now, like things have opened up, but it's not like things are getting better. Things are getting worse. So it's like sometimes you ask yourself, Fuguti, really? Like, okay, I want to be a lawyer. You see, I want to be qualified. So basically, I'm doing a BCom and I'm going to do an LLB. I asked myself, Fuguti, that might take me 6 to 8 years. And then I still have to like work. Like, I still have to qualify. Not qualify. There's that thing, what is it called? I forgot the name, but it's called like, it's not like an internship, but okay, let's go with that, for that much. And like I could learn food 8 years, I can graduate with 2 honor degrees and stay uneducated. Like sometimes I know a lot of people think that, and honestly speaking, okay, this is a bit off topic. I feel like because of my matric and grade 11 experience, honestly speaking, I should have taken a gap year from education and just came back with a new zeal, like do something exciting in the year, like that's not education focused, because for the next like probably 5 to 8 years, it's still gonna be education, and like a lot of people, I don't know, like maybe that's what it's destined, Okay, so let me talk a bit about the advantages of being educated in the times of Miss COVID, Miss Coco. So I have a visual disability, so I can't see properly, right? And I think for subjects, obviously at school, you use the board. Okay, I had classes, they broke, they're old, don't ask a lot of questions. But basically, the premise is I can't see properly. So when it was COVID, I'm not gonna lie, even now, I'm still like liking the hybrid learning thing with the slides and all that. Because I feel like if you have, you can't see, like it's in front of your face now. Like it's easier, like compared to Yo, guys, the embarrassment of taking about a school when you couldn't see, of having to always move your desk towards the front. Like, I feel like in Sitabantu, Abantababoni, but it's also like, okay, Namangoni, so what should I do? And also, like, I feel like I really like the thing, Gusi, when we kind of went back to school, teachers started using technology in their classes. Teachers who didn't use tech like that much. Well, okay, let me say like, they would stream the lessons, so you go to class, right? But they're also doing an online lesson, so you can log in and see the content that they're sharing on like the board or the projector or the smart board. So like obviously, when I was at school, now I couldn't see that smart board to save my life. Yo, like guys, I think in accounting there was one time where I was like, okay. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just limiting my eyes. Because no way. So I was like, okay, act like you're going to the doctor and you really want to pass this eye test. I know eye test, okay, that doesn't make sense, but like, and in my head it's like, yeah, but when you go to the eye doctor and they show you the letters, they're like, cover your eye, okay, cover this eye, can you see? Yeah, sometimes you're just there, you cover your eye and you're like, hey. And then you can hear the silence. The silence is like, I'm sure she's like they would tell me say, ha, hey, but that's how it felt. Like, like, guys, you're not being able to see. I don't think people understand not being able to see. Y'all don't get it. Unless you can't see yourself, you don't get it. Because it's so frustrating sometimes. But okay, we laugh, we laugh. Yeah. So it was just easier for people. Okay, I have a visual disability, so it was easier. That's another advantage. I think like another advantage was, I guess, to some people, spending time with their family. Like, some parents are always working. I'm not saying they didn't work during COVID, but at least you were in the same roof now. But I feel like over time that also got a bit like because we love our families, we love them very much, but sometimes you just need to be alone. You just need to get out of the house. You just need to go somewhere, like you get me. You just need to chill, ube wedwa nje uphole, kube mnandi kube njalo. So yeah, let's talk more on disadvantages on COVID. I guess about that thing of online and watching the computer, it will mess you up. It will really mess you up, because it's like sometimes you're trying to focus on what the computer is saying, but because it's not entertaining, you can't hear. Your ears kublokekile, awusezwa ukuthi kwenzakalani, usukhathele now. Like you get tired of listening. It's like your ears switch off. Like your eyes are opened, but you're not processing what you are looking at, and you're not processing what you are hearing. Yeah, that's my vent. That is my vent of COVID. Of being educated during COVID-19 times. I promise there will be another segment or something similar to this where I just like talk about other things like social issues, or I'll talk more on it. It's just now I have a time constraint. But before I go, let me touch on a bit of like a fact about me. So I'm 18 years old. I turned 18 in March, and I'm doing a BCom in laws. I'm in my first year of uni. So, if you in uni, I go to a private college, university, I don't know. But we're doing hybrid learning. So hybrid learning is basically on campus and off campus. So, at the moment, I'm still experiencing education after it's still COVID, guys. COVID ayiphelile. Sekuzomuntu omusha kuma ngebox kodwa iCovid akushongo ukuthi iphelile. angazi ngoba kuthiwa ama-marks angasaqo. Mina I don't get it. I don't get it. But those who get it, and I'm just those who don't get it, so I don't. So, but honestly speaking, I just wish stuff could go back to 2020, prior Miss COVID, because things are going well, because we had plans, and now our plans have been shaken because of Miss COVID, you know? Like, a lot of things have changed, I'm not gonna lie. And it seems like some things will never go back to being the same in like our lifetime. It's like in the future, yabo. Hayi ngoba sisaphila mhlawumbe kusobe sesigogo, yabo. But honestly, mina, if you ask me, are you okay with the way things have become? No, I'm not. I no. Can I just go back to normal? Can things be normal again? Can they be normal? Like I said, I'm gonna touch on some of these things more in another episode. So to everyone who listened today, thank you for clicking in and thank you for listening this far. Unfortunately, we have come to the end of the second episode. Thank you all for listening. Leave a comment down below. I'll catch you next week, same place, same time.